Guys, I want to tell you about a special event coming up on May 5th in Raymond, Washington. Wildman Brewing Company is having a kitchen takeover by Taste of TeHOSS, Texas-style smoked meats. They're going to do some tacos with smoked brisket, smoked pork butt, some borracho beans made with Wildman's own Chewbacca Doppelbock beer. So come on down to Wildman Brewing in Raymond and get yourself some tacos on May 5th. Hey guys, I just want to tell you about a special event coming up on May 6th. Wildman Brewing Company and Beers Per Minute have teamed up once again to bring you Mario Kart. This time it's down in Raymond, Washington at the Hometown Brewery. So come down, have some beers, play some Mario Kart, interact with us, have some fun. We'll see you there. Guys, I got another special event coming up on May 13th. It is Beers Per Minute, the live stream. That's right. We're going to have a live show. It's going to be streamed on the website as well as YouTube. We're going to have some fun games. We have some special things planned, so you want to tune in for that. Show starts at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Remember to set your clocks so you can go beers per minute with us. If you have any questions or anything you want us to do, send it in to ask@thebpmpodcast.com. Again, that's 5 o'clock on May 13th on the bpmpodcast.com. We are sponsored by Dubby Energy. Head over to dubby.gg and use the code BPM at checkout to get 10% off. Again, that's BPM at checkout to get 10% off your order. Dubby, wage war on big energy. Hello, everybody, and welcome aboard to another episode of Beers Per Minute. I am your captain, Scallywag Mick, here with Pedialyte Lopez and returning Frenchman
with his cat,
Swa, and cat, Carl.
Yes, that is Carl. Correct.
Nice memory.
Grouchy old man Carl.
Nice.
Yes. See?
That was perfectly timed, actually.
That's obviously a soundboard. That's a fake cat. You guys saw what they're doing with birds now, right? You know the whole like birds drones thing. Have you seen that? You guys remember that, right? The whole conspiracy
where they're like using birds to take out drones.
Well, no, like
or that birds aren't real.
Birds aren't real. Like birds aren't real. They're robots.
Oh.
Freaking scientists are now repurposing bird corpses and turning them into drones.
What? What? This is a real thing.
Yeah.
What
are they?
Like they're repurposing dead birds
stuffing a
and
drone into a dead
like
bird.
They're taxidermying a bird.
Bird.
Yeah, it's a new thing.
What a job!
Bird
what a
mimicking
job
electric. Oh wow.
There's some pretty. I mean, we're bringing them conspiracies back up here.
Yeah, like the flat earthers need anything else to be using for.
Well, I mean, they've already lost all their credibility. Once the laser didn't go where they wanted it,
that was
went,
hilarious.
Our instruments just must be off. Like, nope, that's the curvature of the Earth, bro.
Yeah. This is what you called proving yourself wrong. That's what that is right there.
Exactly. So over here in the Pacific Northwest, it has been hot as some Christmas sweaty balls. How hot is it over in your neck of the woods there, Swa?
Yesterday was the very first time in I don't know how long. I think it's it might be the first time of the year that we've gotten above like 70 degrees.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a gorgeous day though. We've had other days that weren't like temperature-wise weren't quite as warm.
Mm-hmm.
But when the sun's out, even if it's only like low 60s, as long as there's no wind, when the sun's out, it feels like it's in the 70s. Like it really feels nice. But yesterday, it actually genuinely made it up into the 70s, which was really cool. Well, really warm.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was inside the whole day trying to record, even though my upstairs neighbors were doing some kind of construction. But
that's what we'll call it, construction.
Yes, construction. But yeah, but it's been nice, which is good because I also do the photo shoot tours, and the last couple of photo shoots, it's been sort of hit or miss, a little bit of rain, a little bit of sun, which is actually not bad. It's nice when it's cloudy because you don't get the harsh shadows and stuff.
Right.
But it has been cold, so everyone's like all bundled up in jackets, and they don't want the jackets on for the photos, so then they have to take the jackets off, and then they're all like freezing cold smiles, and then they put the jackets back on, and so it's nice that now it's actually turning to some good weather. But not like you guys over there. Like it's not. I've seen a couple days in the 80s and stuff over on the West Coast.
Yeah.
So.
It was in the 90s today. Like 91, 92. Yeah.
92? Where were you?
In Raymond, dude.
It was 90s in Raymond?
Jeez,
man.
Yeah, it was. Hence the tank top and the flowy shirt. I mean, the flowy shirt's a given for normal days, but I'm also wearing shorts. Got these old sticks out here.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Sticks.
Yep.
Yeah, I've actually I got some
good halves.
I'm wearing like pajama pants, but like thick, warm pajama pants. Although I have my little fan on in here because no Lulu, no Lulu's showing off the lemon. No. Yeah. So it is still a little bit like I'm not wearing a big jacket inside anymore.
Oh, that's good. That's always good.
Yeah, so it's I'll have like my sweatshirt on or whatever, and that's good enough. Because once it gets nice outside, we pop the doors open, try and get some air flowing through. But when you're in the shade, the air is still cold, so it's whatever. But it is nice. It is nice. We're getting there. We're moving towards summer. The days are getting longer, so the sun doesn't set at 3:30 in the afternoon anymore.
That's nice.
Yeah, because I'm latitudinally speaking, I'm quite a bit further north than you guys, so I get really short winter days.
I do look at our analytics on our website on the RSS and see because it can kind of show you like the vicinity. Actually, it gets pretty pinpointed to where like people listen to the show, like where it pinged.
Really?
Yeah, it's like so I was in Paris and like France area, so I was trying to like find where like kind of where you were, see if I like maybe this is this area. I'm like, oh, this might be it, and I zoomed in. Somebody was listening to us in a cemetery. Like it's on the map, it was a cemetery, and that's where it pinged. So
interesting.
I really hope that we brought you some joy on a bad day.
Whoever that was, yes.
If that's what it was, or we at least made you smile.
Right. Hey.
As they're mourning their grandpap.
Or they were like, listen to this crap that came up on my show, on my feed. These idiots from over in the States just don't know what they're talking about. They just argue all the time about nothing. One of them doesn't wash their hands. The other two are kind of cool.
I mean, they're more normal, I guess.
Right. They're like regular human beings who wash their hands.
I got this new mead from Wildman.
A new mead in a can?
New mead. Not mead.
Mead in a can.
Mead. Yes, mead. This is the Honey Boy, Elderflower Honey Boy from Wildman. But this one's their lemon elderflower. And it has such a nice, subtle lemon to it. And it's a session mead, so it's only 5.9. And it is delicious. But every single can that I pop, like, blasts my hands. Like, I've done it super, super, like, as much as I could. There's no carbonation, and it always just goes, always squirts. Every single time.
Certain ciders, like, that we've had end up doing that.
Yeah.
It's very weird. And it's like a specific brand of cider. I don't remember what it is, but in fact, I actually do know what brand. It's Locust cider. For some reason, I don't know if it's how much they fill the can, but there is always a little bit that comes out. Always. Mm-hmm. You always make a mess of yourself. It's embarrassing.
Right? It makes you think you can't handle your alcohol. Like, this is my first one. Like,
what
am I doing with my life?
What altitude are you guys at? How close to sea level are you? Are you up in,
Very.
Are you up? So you're low altitude.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's Because it's airtight.
I am in
So I wonder if they're bottled, if they're canned somewhere at high altitude.
That could be. Well, no, so these ones are canned in Raymond. These ones are.
Oh.
And like
it's
it's
local,
weird
super local.
too. Like the can, because there's no carbonation, it's like a squishy can. Like it almost feels like
Oh, that's
you know when a
weird.
bad pop or a bad beer of like, oh, this one's
Yeah,
dead
yeah,
because
yeah.
it's squishy. As soon as you pop it, the can becomes
Right.
more rigid.
Weird.
Mhm. So I
That
don't
part
know if
doesn't
it's
make
just
any
going
sense.
like sucking
Right.
back and then doing that or what.
Oh, it could be.
But it's delicious. It's delicious.
Yeah. How's how's your how's your session Pedialyte there? D Money.
I've almost cranked through all of it.
Nice.
I
What flavor?
saw that, dude. I
Um,
saw you take a chug off. I'm like, wait a minute, that bottle's almost empty. I saw him open that bottle just a minute ago.
I have a
Jeez,
crazy bad migraine right now, Mick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And no, it's okay. I got really dehydrated today working inside of a house spraying trim because we had to have everything sealed off
Taking
inside of it.
shots?
So between the I was drinking a lot of caffeine, and then I had my Red Bull, and I was like, you know what? Today's a Friday. I'm gonna pour a little bit of vodka inside my Red Bull,
Mhm.
and I did.
This one does.
And literally an hour after work, I'm like, that wasn't a great idea.
That was a bad
I
idea.
kind I done wrong today.
Well, I'm sorry, buddy. That sucks.
Pedialyte. It's okay. I'm here.
Well, migraines suck though. I mean,
They do.
I remember the last like big migraine I had. It was after Bobby and I were first married, and I started working at a new carpet cleaning company.
It sounds like
And-
it's Bobby's fault. That's where I'm getting from this
It's
immediately.
not. It's
Like
not.
that was
It's
interesting
not.
timing on that. Yeah.
I felt horrible though because I just started this bit, and I talked this guy up because I've been working carpet cleaning for at least 10 years at that point.
Right.
And third day on the job, and he's like, "All right, we'll send you out the next day." And I woke up where I couldn't even move. Like I tried to
Oof.
turn, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna puke." Mm-mm. And so I barely was able to get my phone and like slide it up to my ear and somehow dial him and be like, "I'm so sorry, I can't move, I can't come to work."
That
Oh,
sucks.
the work, and it lasted all freaking day because it was at
I've never.
6 o'clock in the morning. I think is when I woke up.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Mhm.
I've never had it waking up. It's always like at least midday,
Mm.
if not later. And then it's like, yeah, I'm going home today. I'm sorry.
You get the fireworks.
I'm done today. The fireworks?
Like,
What's the
like
fireworks?
in your eyes, you see like little.
No.
No, okay, because
No.
that's the thing. Bobby gets that a lot. Like she can be like,
No.
"Uh oh, my head's gonna be really bad because I'm seeing stars." Like, oh no.
I
It's
don't
weird.
normally get like. I don't think I've ever had an actual like migraine, but I get the what do you call them? The ocular migraines where you have like the
Mm-hmm.
lights and stuff going in your
Yeah.
eyes. So I don't get the
Mm,
pain, but I'll get that
the
whatever.
weird
That- yeah.
hallucinations that it gives you.
Yeah, yeah. So I'll get those.
That's
Which-
just the beginning for Bobby's. It's like, oh yeah,
Yeah, is it? Oh, okay. Yeah.
it's the ocular stuff first. Yep.
Yeah.
That's weird. You don't
But
get
mine
the pain
it's
though.
it's like yeah, no pain. It's just that. Which is weird cuz like just suddenly there's sparkles flying around everywhere. And I have two different ones. So one of them is an ocular migraine, one of them is called something else. So one of them it's like streaks that like it's shooting stars, right? And they're all sort
Okay.
of going towards the center. And then the other one is like they're zigzaggy, like they're following the veins in my eyes kind of shape or
Oh,
something
weird.
like that. So they like, yeah, I can't. It's called something, and it can be a sign of something really bad, I guess. But I haven't had them happen in a long time, so I'm not super worried about
You're
it
good.
anymore. Yeah, yeah.
That's weird. I don't get any of the hallucinations. So maybe I am absorbing all of your pain
There you go.
from across the
There
pond.
you
and
go.
then
It's
I give
it's
you all
a
my hallucinations.
Quantum entanglement.
Yes.
I feel like that's
exactly.
a really bad trade on your part, Devin. Like a real
Yeah.
bad.
Oh yeah,
one.
I am
Yeah, he's
definitely
getting-
the martyr in this situation.
He's getting the wrong end of the deal on that one for sure. For sure.
Happy to help.
Appreciate the support, bud. Appreciate
Yeah,
the
yeah,
support.
for sure.
So back to meads for a minute, if I may.
Yes. Sure.
please.
Because I'm a big fan of mead.
Mm-hmm.
So
Me too.
there's a place, I don't even know if it exists anymore. It was called Rabbit's Foot Meadery. It's in San Jose, California. But they have a black cherry mead that is out of this world.
that
And
sounds really good.
I tasted it at, they were one of the booths at the Renaissance Fair.
Oh, cool.
And it was so they have, anytime you have a Renaissance Fair thing, there's always a bunch of places that serve mead. But they had, the Rabbit's Foot Meadery only had like one stand in the whole place, and it was like tucked way back. And they were the only one that served black cherry cider. Everyone else did, apple or pear or whatever. And so I tried the black cherry cider, and it was amazing. And then they have like their actual meadery and like bar and all that stuff where you can go pick one up. So if you ever find, I mean, you probably are not going to find a Blackfoot meadery around you anywhere, but if you ever find a black cherry mead,
Yes.
totally worth it, because the black cherry gives it, because mead can be kind of oversweet.
Mm-hmm. It can.
So the black cherry gives like just enough. I'm gonna set my phone on silent. The black cherry mead gives just enough sourness or whatever to like balance it out, so you get this nice crisp, fresh, and it's clearly black cherry. Like there's no doubt that is the source of the flavor.
That's awesome.
It's really, it's almost like a black cherry soda, without being quite as sugary as a black cherry. It's so good, so good. Anyways, that one's a really good one. The other one, which you might be able to find, I think they ship international, is Kinsale Mead, from Ireland.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I've actually been to the meadery itself, so shout out to the people at Kinsale Mead. Awesome people there. We were there, I think it was just before COVID, and it's a real small place. They have like a tiny little entrance, but if you go there, you can like get a tour of the place, and they'll let you sample all the different meads. They have a whole range of meads, but they're all amazing.
I mean,
But
we're gonna have to
I don't know if they ship. If they do ship, I highly recommend giving them a try. They're
we'll
really,
have
really
to make a trip over there and do an NPM.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, fly into Cork instead of Dublin if you can.
Okay.
That's a cool little airport.
Pro
And
tip.
Kinsale's just a little ways away. Yeah. So there's
Nice.
there's three major airports in Ireland.
Mhm.
Almost everyone always flies into Dublin because
Dublin.
it's Dublin.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I mean, I love Dublin. Dublin's amazing. But like there's so much more to Ireland.
Mhm.
So you can fly into Cork, which is in the south, or you can fly into Galway, which is in the west,
Okay.
and a bit north. It's not in the north because that would be Northern Ireland, and that's not Ireland.
Nope.
But
It's Northern Ireland.
it's Northern Ireland, yeah. We're talking the Republic of Ireland. But yeah, so but fly into Cork because there's so many cool spots around there. But that's Kinsale's down there. A bunch of really awesome towns, and just a much more like beautiful countryside over there. It's really cool. So yeah,
Nice.
pro tip: fly into Cork, check out Kinsale Mead. If you have any Irish heritage, you can also go to Cove, spelled COMB, and you can like look up your family history and stuff because that's where most of the ships that left Ireland during the potato famine came from.
Oh, interesting.
Yep.
Hold on, how do you pronounce that?
Cove, like
Cove.
Yeah, like
But it's spelled COMB.
MB.
Okay.
Yeah, the
It's spelled comb, but it's pronounced cove.
Got it.
Or wait, no, sorry,
yeah.
COBH. I think it might be
that
COBH.
feels
Oh,
slightly better.
okay, yeah, because
Might be
a comb,
COBH.
comb and cove are
It's Cove.
okay.
Yeah, it's COBH. Okay.
COBH, yeah. So COBH.
I was like, this one
But-
makes no sense.
Well,
I'm
so that's the thing. So
We're push X on
Irish
this
is
one.
Irish is a phonetic language like Spanish,
Yeah.
but the consonants hold different sound values. So the
Okay.
same shape letter means something different. So BH is a V sound.
Ah.
So when you see COBH, it's cove. So it's actually phonetic, but just that those letters they're not B and H. They mean something different. They mean a different sound. So it looks confusing because we're used to the letters having a certain value, and they just have a different value there. So. Yeah.
Are you Irish, Mick?
I mean, maybe somewhere in there. I don't know. I'm pretty white.
It's gotta be.
There has to be something. And I know I'm a lot of Finnish, I think.
Oh,
on the Pettit side.
Turns out I'm like 20% Welsh.
Oh. Well, people hate you at least 20% then over in
in
Europe.
Yeah.
Or 19.
Yeah,
19.
Really yeah. Maybe that's why we don't, because we don't know where one of my like great grandfathers was from, because he was a soldier during like World War I or whatever, passing through. Tour
babies.
So a whole because my family's really tall relative to most of the people in the area, and it was because of this random soldier that came through, but nobody knew where he was from, so we did like DNA tests and stuff, and it looks like he was probably Welsh.
Interesting.
That's very interesting.
Yes. But
so what do you think Calvin's doing right now?
Where is Calvin?
Still on a flight?
No. So this comes out on Wednesday.
Oh, what is he doing right now?
What is he doing right now when this episode comes out?
Sleeping.
Sitting inside.
Drinking. This will be 8 a.m. on a Wednesday.
Yeah, he's asleep.
8 a.m. on a Wednesday. Where is
2 hours ahead? So it'll be 10. So yeah, he's asleep.
Still asleep.
He's in Hawaii.
Yeah. He's in Hawaii.
I would imagine that he doesn't wake up till noon. 11 or noon, at least.
Yeah.
But now, he is in Hawaii, and the drinks are very easily flowing. So you sure it's that late he's going to wake up?
Yeah.
Started early?
No.
Yeah.
With, at least like 10:30, 11, grab a Mai Tai or a Bahama Mama.
It depends on where you go. It depends on where you go.
He's not a morning person, though.
Yeah, but he's
I'm
he's
sure
an alcohol
he will start
person.
drinking immediately. He'll start drinking immediately when he wakes up, but
you get that nice sun from Hawaiian sands.
Where's he staying? What island?
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Hawaii.
You don't know.
That's all we know.
The island
of Hawaii.
There is. That's the big island, the island of Hawaii.
I'm pretty sure he's honestly staying on the big island.
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
He's visiting family, or it's a family trip. It's a family trip,
but I think that they're seeing like friends over there who are on the big island.
Oh,
okay.
Well, he also is going to try and tie in on Saturday on the 6th to our Mario Kart when we do that. So people, if you come down to Raymond and play Mario Kart, you can try and beat the guy that's relaxing on the beach drinking.
He's going to tie in?
Yeah. He's going to hotspot with his phone, and he's going to hook up to his Switch, and we're going to have him racing for Hawaii.
What?
Yeah.
So you can do online. Now I kind of wish I had a Switch.
Yeah.
I don't have any Nintendo systems anymore. I had a Wii, and I had a Cube.
Oh yeah, GameCube. Yeah.
I miss my GameCube.
GameCube is amazing. Still got one.
Yep.
Still got one. Great. Love it.
Guys, going back to Hawaii real quick. There's actually a town on the big island called Volcano.
Oh, is there?
It's just called Volcano.
Volcano.
Like, is that where the term volcano came from? Because they're maybe next to a volcano.
I think it's named that because it sits on the volcano. Like it sits
okay, so it was named after the fact.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Volcano.
I wouldn't. That's really interesting, actually. Volcanoes kind of scare me a little bit.
Yeah, there it is, Volcano, Hawaii.
They're a little bit.
Yeah,
I like being close to one. It's a little scary.
I'm pretty sure I've been there to Volcano.
I want to go to
that town.
I kind of want to lick it though. Like lava's one of those.
Hold on. What? No. Hold on. No. Go back. Just back up real quick. Back up. You want to lick the volcano?
Like lava.
You want to lick lava?
While it's red or
it's red.
You dead.
I know. That's one of those things of like you shouldn't.
Right.
But like I'd lick it. I'd put that in my mouth.
Have you ever seen Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah.
Anakin licked the lava.
with a lot of parts of his body. He did. He licked,
Sure,
he licked it very well.
His toe basically touched it and it like traveled up his body real quick.
Right,
Your tongue's
right.
gonna touch
Put your
it.
toe
Yeah.
in that.
I'd say,
And,
I'm not going to do it, but I want to. It's like, when you know something is really hot, like when you just welded something and you're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's not
Ooh,
red
that's
anymore. I'm going to
pretty.
touch it. Like, obviously it's hot. Like, you know it's going to be hot. You know it's going to hurt you, but I just want to do it.
Oh, man.
I wanted to see how it feels.
Would you rather lick the volcano or like jump into the pit of I was gonna say volcano fluid, but it's called lava. The pit of lava.
Oh, no.
I couldn't
volcano
think of,
fluid. That's what
I
we're
have a
calling from now
migraine.
on.
Okay,
Volcano
I'm
fluid.
allowed to not know what it's called. No, lava. Like when you imagine a volcano and you're looking over the rim of this hole and it's this big swirling pit.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather jump into that or just delicately touch your tongue to it?
Well, I
I was
mean,
not
so if
expecting
you
this long.
jump into it, then you're the whole Gollum situation. Like, how fast are you sinking? How fast are you actually dying?
Right.
But then licking it as well, like you're gonna deal with
Well,
all
I
the
think that's
heat
part of the
and-
issue is because it's thicker, right?
Yeah.
Like molten lava, even at its like sort of hottest, most liquid state that we ever see it in, I think it's already cooled enough that it's already regained some solidity.
Yes.
So it's not liquid.
So you wouldn't sink.
It's like syrupy, right? Because
Yeah,
I mean, you can put your hand in a pot of molten metal,
Mhm.
and if you do it quick enough, nothing happens.
Right.
But I don't
try
think you
that,
can
Nick.
get away with
I'm not
that
going
with-
to. Don't worry.
Yeah, I don't think you can get away with that with
Tried it
lava
once.
because it's too thick.
So you just end up sitting. You just kind of like
You'd end up
you'd sit on the
It's
top
like
a little bit, and then
quicksand.
you would burn up.
right.
Oh, yeah, because you
You wouldn't actually sink into it.
No,
wouldn't
you
sink
would
into
like
it, yeah.
you would be cooling it, so it would just sort of be hardening, and you would just like
Yeah.
oh no, that's
Yeah.
I'd rather lick
and then
it.
it would like stick
Nah,
to you. I
just
mean, have
lick
you ever
it.
seen when they're
Just lick it.
scooping it? It seems really sort of tarry and sticky too, like
That's why I want to lick it. It looks like it might be delicious.
some Laffy Taffy.
Yeah, like it might for 1 second. It might be good.
Laffy Taffy. Laffy Taffy.
I was just gonna sing that. I had to sneeze. Nice job.
I got you.
Thank you.
So, on May 13th is our live show. I feel like we should talk about that a little bit.
Yes.
Okay.
About some of the things we have planned for that.
Enlighten us, sir.
Because we have some bits that we're gonna do. Grab my notes that I totally just. All right, yeah. We're gonna do the do or drink. I think that's a big one that we should bring out to
A
people.
little do or
A
drink.
little do or drink. It can be sprinkled in and out throughout the thing. It's gonna be fun.
drink.
There's a couple of fun little challenges for us.
We're gonna.
Is that like a truth or dare sort of thing? But
It
drinking?
generally is.
like let me
like,
slap you
you
in the
have to do,
face
like-
or take a drink?
One of the things is put the person on your right onto your shoulders or take a drink.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess that would
It's like-
really depend who's on your right.
So I'm gonna make sure that my right is next to the couch. Your right can be next to Calvin.
Got it. It'll go in a circle, man.
Damn it.
Like
Right.
it'll come back around to you. There's no way around it.
I know.
Your right is my left.
I think we have would you rather's. I think, do you have any like good special ones you've been saving up for the show?
Oh, I have a couple.
Okay,
I have a
cool.
couple.
So some good live episode
Some
only
juicy
ones.
ones.
Would you rather's always make for some interesting debates?
They do,
They don't have to, but they do.
and
Yeah,
it's always the ones you wouldn't expect that get Calvin thinking.
Right, yeah. It's always something
I mean,
that everyone else kind of
nobody else-
assumes is just they sort of take for granted.
A
Everyone
normal
knows
human-
that it's this. and
Human
then-
a normal human reaction.
Yeah.
We don't think of it like we were coming from a different planet.
Yeah. One of the big things that we're going to be doing too is I have a ton of beer from Mountain View Brewing in Hope, Canada. And we're going to be drinking those on the show as well. Getting some reactions from you guys, and I'm sorry that I drank both of their signature ones.
That's perfectly
Well,
fine.
I guess I didn't drink both of them. I drank one of their signature ones. I drank after listening to the episode, I'm really stupid because what the beer I was drinking was a Hefeweizen, so I was drinking a Miami Vice. I wasn't drinking a Miami Weiss like an ignorant person that I am, because then right after I said Miami Weiss, I said it's a Hefeweizen. I said it right there. Those are guys.
I mean, but that was just a pronunciation error, right? Like,
oh, that was
you
no,
basically
that was
read it. Okay.
I did, but that was me being like,
Okay.
it,
Got it.
You're reading Hefeweizen, not Hefeweizen.
I mean, Miami Weiss is still a pretty good name. So
It is, and it was a delicious beer. Got to get some of those again.
Well, and most people wouldn't if you said a Miami Vice, most people would assume you're talking about a cocktail. Like
okay.
most people. Well, I don't know. Well, I shouldn't say most people. A fair large number of people still call it a Hefeweizen because it is a W.
white people.
And yeah, well, I mean,
Ignorant people.
You can't say white people because if they're from Germany, they're white people. But
non-cultured people from America,
uncultured
Americans.
swine.
Right. So I mean,
yeah, for sure.
For the sake of the audience, yeah,
I mean,
it makes sense.
For the sake of the audience, though, go watch our YouTube. I showed the picture of the beer. You could read it yourself.
Right.
Why did you tell on yourself? You could have ended up saying that you did it on
because
purpose to not embarrass
No.
these not smart people.
Because be inclusive.
Ignorant.
Because I myself, while editing, went, "You idiot," and I had to bring light to it.
I appreciate that. That's very.
That was just, I couldn't believe it. All them grammar Nazis out there.
They all called you on it already. They've been texting me about
Calvin
it all
didn't
day.
yet, so
There.
although he doesn't listen back to his show, so.
Focus.
Yeah, you look a lot better now.
Yeah, I want to fix. How can we fix Calvin's camera to stop focusing?
Doing that thing that it does.
Yeah,
Stop moving as much.
he said there's no setting for it and you can't do it, but there has to be.
Yeah.
I kind of pull it down to an ID10T problem again, but yeah.
Sure, PebCac maybe.
What are these? I figured out mix just now. I don't know what yours is.
PebCac.
PebCac?
P-E-B. Peb.
Okay.
CAC. K-A-C.
What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Oh, okay, got it. I looked it up. Okay, cool.
I was just waiting for
That's a really good one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that one again for sure.
Yeah. That's one of my that's one of my favorites from my IT my tech support days.
I like it.
My uncle told me the ID10T one, and he uses that in his military job in IT. Because he gets these people like, I don't know what's happening. What's going on? He's got an ID10T problem. We'll get that all fixed.
Yeah, we did the ID10T.
Sir.
People started catching on, so we didn't use the ID10T anymore. So we'd call it a PebCac error because most people wouldn't figure out how to spell it to even look it up. And they'd assume we were talking about some memory, some chip or something.
It sounds too nerdy to be anything like offensive.
Right. And then
there's actually a lot of these.
Oh, there's loads.
Yeah?
Yeah, there's loads. Yeah.
There's picnic.
Yeah.
Problem in chair, not in computer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I like that one.
RTFM.
Yep.
Or read the effing manual.
Yeah, that one's. Yep.
Wow.
I think we found our new shirt. Just acronyms.
Yeah, RTFM. We also used to suggest that people have a nice tall glass of STFU.
Nice.
And then what was the other one? It's been a long time. It's been a minute or two or 10 or 1,000.
Been a long time. Time should have left you.
And then for mechanics, there's there's like the they had to tighten the loose nut that was behind the wheel. Good. Yeah.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, there's loads of stuff. Yeah,
I
I
remember
really need to start.
it's amazing how much
brainstorming.
language has to be invented.
my brother-in-law, before he got married, years ago, even before I got married, his apartment, he had his one wall was just full of Sharpie. Just whatever he felt like writing something, he'd just write something.
Oh, okay.
Or if you wanted to, you could. And I was looking at it one day, and I'm like, snafu and foobar. What are those?
Yeah.
And then like, oh, awesome. And so like, it was just nothing but acronyms afterwards. Like, what is this one? Figure it out.
Yeah, I forget about those. Yeah, because a lot of those are ex-military.
Military.
Yeah, what is it?
Effed up beyond all recognition. Snafu is situation now. Effed up. There's quite a few.
I just had to look these up.
Did you?
Yeah, there's a few of them that are like really common phrases, or not phrases, but really common like words that everyone just sort of assumes is like a normal word, but in fact the word is actually an acronym.
Mm-hmm.
Well, kind of like picnic for computers, but there's other one, and they're almost all of them are military based. Like they're all references from. Yeah.
Did you get a good one there, Devin?
There's a funny one. There's a couple of funny ones.
Yeah, you got a good one for us?
No, I'm good. Everyone just Google, list of military slang terms and just peruse down the list. Everybody enjoy that at home.
And
just whenever
if we want, I mean, I might be able to supply us with some supplementary content with some people that could actually tell us all of these acronyms and things too.
Oh yeah,
which would be pretty fun. Oh, so I got some pretty cool news. So I was down at Wildman last night. Well, a week ago. Last night. Now, I ran into a dude who created this game. It's a D10 system, but it's like almost infinite one-shots. It's called Contractors, and it's a whole thing where you can play, and like they're just starting their Kickstarter and everything like that, but you can just start with new characters and play these one-shots, and it's
interesting,
really, really cool. I got in contact with him a little bit, just randomly met him because he saw Mead at the Wildman, so they came in, and we got talking a little bit, and I might be working something out with some supplementary content here with us and him, doing a cool play in his system.
That would be cool.
And
it does sound very cool.
It's like him explaining it to me, like it was so awesome. I wish I could like remember everything that he told me because it was cool.
I wish I could explain it as well as he did.
But... Yeah, I'd butcher it now. Even now, like it doesn't sound as interesting as it was when he was telling me. Right. It's so cool. Like it's an idea that I had for like trying to do something for the show of like a one-shot ish thing and just keep building off of that, where this is like perfect. Nice. But his Kickstarter comes up pretty soon. I think it's Kickstarter.
Kickstarter going. Nice. So that'd be cool. That'd be great.
And
for him
he created it in '97. Like that's when the game was created. So he's been doing it forever, and like just now it's got like a big base. I joined their Discord, so I'm gonna try to work with him and maybe run a game or two, or try to like run with him, see if we can figure some of that stuff out. It's really awesome. Cool. So big shout out to Contractors, and I am sorry, man, I forget your name, but you are amazing.
Oh, I fail, sir.
I know. I'm sorry. I had beer and meat in me at that time.
Yep.
It happens.
You'll have to look it up and get the info, and then post it in the comments of the video.
Yes, it is. It's going to be on here. Have you guys messed much with VR? You guys have VR systems?
Yeah, I've got a Quest.
Yes.
Quest. Cool. Have you guys played Ghost of Tabor?
No. I saw you talking about it.
You literally just told us about it today.
I have a question. What is the movement system in it?
It's full locomotion. So you can turn off snap turning and stuff like that. So it's all, you can do head, it's all stick based movement.
Yeah, I won't be playing that.
No, you can't do stick based movement?
I can do stick,
Okay.
like the jump moves, not.
Oh,
not,
you
like,
can't do
sorry,
full
not stick,
locomotion?
snap. No.
Really?
I can if I'm sitting and I'm driving, I'm okay.
But like moving around, you can't do it?
But moving around, no.
Oh, man.
I can do it as long as my physical movement matches what I'm doing. So, like, if I'm doing Tales from the Galaxy's Edge, like, because I'm, ducking around blaster fire and stuff, like, that's fine.
And this this
but
is like that. It's responsive in how you move
yeah,
and
but like if I
everything.
push the stick and it makes me walk forward, no, that's no. I'll go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
You're one of those.
Okay.
Yep.
I think Calvin
That
kind
makes
of
sense.
had that happen to him. He was like good, and then he played.
Yeah.
Oh, what do you
But
play?
oddly enough,
And
I've done iRacing, so virtual racing.
Okay,
like
yeah.
Because
you're sitting down and you're
stuff.
yeah.
And yeah, because I had the chair, I had the steering wheel, the whole deal, and that's totally fine. The only time I would have a problem is if I put it in reverse,
Because you got to
which
That
I
would
mean
make
you almost
sense.
never do. But if I
Unless
pop
you're
it
trying
in
to pull some
reverse,
sick moves and
there
like
was something. Yeah,
throw in
trying to,
reverse as you're turning around.
exactly. That wouldn't go well. But
That's a
everything
good
else
answer.
was fine. Everything else was fine. So yeah, but I tried doing even in what is it? It's an experience, not exactly a game,
Mm-hmm.
but it's sort of a game too. It's the Vader Immortal. That's what it's
Oh
called. I was
yeah,
trying to think of the
yeah.
name. So the Vader Immortal, I'm fine unless I'm climbing a ladder. So like when I do this thing going up, and when you pull and the whole screen shifts and moves, because my hands, I'm expecting movement,
Mm-hmm.
but
Right.
the wrong thing moves. So my brain just and then
Now,
no.
is it graphic wise or is it like the motion blur and stuff like that in it,
It's the
or just the
Well,
fact
because
that
I'm
it's
like a
moving?
mental
it's the
thing.
motion, because I'll have
Okay.
it happen. I can do the ISS like the floating around. I can do that as long as when I move, I'm moving in a straight line. So if I make sure I line myself up and like move straight and I look in the direction that I'm moving, I'm okay. But if I go to move and I turn my head a little bit so that the direction of travel doesn't match the
Yeah. And you're yep.
yeah. Same thing with Star Wars Squadrons. I tried doing that in VR a couple times, which I love.
Amazing
but
game.
the problem
Amazing
is
game.
in a dogfight, like barrel rolls
Yeah,
and I'm like looking out the
looking-
window and stuff spinning, and it just
Yeah, I didn't like that. I wanted when I thought it, I was like, "Oh, this can be so sweet in VR."
Yeah.
And I put it in, and I'm like, "This is actually way more distracting. I don't like playing like this at
Really?
all. Like this is not.
Yeah.
I didn't enjoy it at all. Like it actually took enjoyment out of the game for me.
Oh man, see, I love it because I get like immersed into it.
Well,
Like-
and that's for me. That's the thing is, like visually, I'm immersed. But I would need, if I had like a full VR rig, like with motion tracking and all that stuff, dude.
Oh, amazing.
Be different, yeah.
Well, there's a lot of new stuff for. I think it's like you have to either have the Oculus Rift or the Vive, and you actually have like full motion control camera capture, so you don't have to actually have the rig on you, like the full things, and it captures all your motion stuff. There's a couple good ones.
Yeah.
But
I mean, it just starts getting real spendy real quick.
It does, like get the haptic stuff. Ooh.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah,
I mean,
I wouldn't mind some of those things. I would actually. I kind of want the new the Oculus Pro controllers because they have onboard cameras, so they track even behind the headset, so you can reach behind you with stuff.
Awesome.
And it still tracks
cool.
You. Yeah.
Yep. That's one thing I run into is reaching behind and stuff. Like with Ghost of Tabor, it's really fun. I actually have to have my I'm walking around standing and stuff, but I actually have to have the camera in. My height calibration is seated because if it's not, I can't grab like my pistol on the side for some reason. Like my headset like to my stomach, when I put my head down, it just and it makes me crouch. Like my arm is not long enough to reach my side, which is stupid.
Interesting.
But it is so good in the fact that you have like a bunker with all these different rooms and like storage spaces. Like if you have OCD, this is the game for you. You go,
Really?
you loot. Yeah, you get your backpack. You don't just get like 7 items. Like if you can fit it in there, you can get it in the
Right.
backpack. I had, oh man, what did I have? I had like 3 rolls of toilet paper. I had 2 pistols, 6 mags, and a bunch of food. And then I somehow jimmied an Uzi to where it would like fit. And then
So
like
it's
and then you can close your backpack.
it's an
and then you
actual
extract
like
with it.
it's like volumetric. Like
Yeah.
you can wedge stuff
Your
in.
your black space, as long as you can fill it appropriately, you're good.
Interesting.
Weird.
Interesting.
It's real fun. And then you go back to your bunker and you spend just like, I'm gonna stack this toilet paper here and these over here, and then like reloading rounds and stuff. You can take bullets out of the mags. You can reload them. You take them apart and take the powder out, the primers, and you can actually like have to put the mag into the machine to load it all
that's
up. And
wild.
it's real fun.
That's wild.
And I haven't ran into anybody like douchey yet, so.
Oh, that's nice.
And you can join up with friends. You can link up with your friends. You can squad up and go on take on Tabor all squatted up.
So is
I
it
think
like
that would be
it's a
hilarious and fun.
survival game kind of thing, or
It's basically VR Escape from Tarkov. Like
Okay.
exact, pretty much the same thing. You have missions and
interesting?
there's NPCs and stuff, and it's in alpha or beta. No, it's beta.
Beta.
It's in beta now.
Just got into beta. Yeah.
And they're releasing it on all consoles. And PlayStation 2 VR2 is coming pretty soon, I think. But I just got it on Steam. So that's one thing I suggest too.
Nice.
Use Steam Link or the Air Link or Quest Link or whatever for Steam and have the games on there.
Yeah.
Especially
Mine's
if your
been
computer can
having
handle it.
issues lately connecting in on like doing the linked connect, like the cable
Oh yeah.
connection to it.
Oh, I do
I'm
Air
having
Link.
issues with it, and it won't do the so I have on my headset I have a extended battery pack,
Oh, nice.
and when that's plugged into the USB, it like fools the headset into thinking that it's supposed to have a data connection there, and it won't let the AirLink go for some reason. It didn't have this problem in the past. It like just started doing this on a recent update, so I don't know. Maybe I'll wait for the next update and see if that fixes it. But let's see, games.
Well,
Definitely give it a download and at least try it out.
And
Yeah,
right
I mean,
now
what
it's
is
on
this?
Steam. It's right now on Steam. It's only like $18.
What's it called?
Ghosts of Tabor.
Ghosts of Tabor.
Tabor. And like it uses different modes. So like when you have your rifle, you use not your normal trigger button to pull your mag out. Use the other button to grab the mag.
Oh, so that way you're grabbing.
You're actually like you're not grabbing with this one. You're like, and then you have to like line it up and get it in right. And you actually have to talk about like the MP5. They have it right. You got to lock the bolt back before you can throw the mag in, and then you can just go and it locks down, which is really cool. That's pretty fun.
Interesting. Is it? I wonder if it's in. Let's see. Is it on Xbox?
No, I don't think so. Wouldn't think so. But it is on Steam and Oculus and their website. I think it's on Oculus.
Yeah. I see.
It's
I
on
see.
Oculus too.
They have links for
Okay.
Quest too. Yeah.
Yeah, I just bought it on
That's
Steam because
what
it's
I
on
have,
sale.
so. Yep.
Plus, if you get it on Steam when they come out the workshop and the mods and stuff, there you go. Like I bought Blade and Sorcery on the Oculus because I wanted it for whenever I'm out and doing things. But I'm also going to buy it on Steam because they have so many more mods for that.
It's not cross-buy?
No.
Because some of them are cross-buy. Those are...
No, the Blade and Sorcery is Blade and Sorcery and then Blade and Sorcery Nomad.
Oh, okay.
Tabor might be though. I don't think it is, but it might be.
Yeah, I'm a big fan
went
of
really high there
like,
for a second.
There's some what do you call that? Like business models or whatever.
Mantra.
They're just better. Like just make it. I understand it's hard. Like I understand the effort involved in doing it, but make everything as cross-platform as you possibly can.
Or make it where you can have 2 different versions of the PC game, where one you bought on Steam and the other one that's through Game Pass, and they can't play with each other.
Right? Yeah,
That's the
exactly.
only other option. Either make it easy, or then you end up making it weirdly complicated.
Yeah.
You know this little setting right here that we can just flick a switch so everybody can have fun and have a good time with this new game.
Right.
You know
Not sure
what?
about that.
We're gonna go ahead and solder that
No.
little buttons just shut.
Yeah.
We're not even
Yeah,
gonna,
that's
not even for $1
just-
billion.
Because like these days, I mean, it's been proven, I don't know how many times over, but providing free gameplay is like the path to making
Yeah.
money. Because, like, I mean, Fortnite basically changed how the whole gaming world works with that. Like, just
It's
give
fun
the
now.
game away for free,
Yeah.
and
It's fun again, though.
microtransactions make you so much money. It's just ridiculous. It's fun again.
Yeah, like I hated it for so long. I could not play it.
I got you in.
And
I got you
did.
in, buddy.
But again,
How
I have
so?
not. I've only played 3 matches since we played last.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, hey, where you at, buddy? Let's be in my squad here. I don't want to play by myself.
It was
Yeah.
pretty
What-
fun. We had a good time.
Yeah,
Is it
on
a
Epic.
new mode or
No, well,
what
they
is
have
it?
like tons of new modes and stuff now. Like it's completely different. from
They've
what
made
what
it
do
where
you-
like there's custom games and everything, but we ended up playing with no building. So it's basically
Oh, yeah.
there's
yeah,
no
I've
building
done no
involved
build.
in it at
No
all,
build is
and
fun.
it's enjoyable. It's
Yeah,
just
no
like
build
that's
is
all.
fun.
That's what you wanted from it. It was just this.
Somebody
so.
just did like
yeah.
an XFL match or something like that in Fortnite.
Oh,
Like a-
really?
Like some sort of football match.
That's funny.
Which is really awesome. Like I'd do that.
It is
Like, it's-
fun for the amount of customization you can do, and because it just makes it cool. It makes it
Yeah.
entertaining because you can make a game. I did a couple that was people were building like race courses.
Mhm.
So there's like speed boosters and stuff, and so you're like bouncing off the walls and things, and like it's like a whole different game that you're just using the mechanics. Well, people are starting to do that now with all kinds of stuff with Unreal 5.
Oh
Where
man.
you can make these just crazy environments now, and they're making it so easy to build that you can do some really amazing stuff. So, yeah, but make the game free and make your money off microtransactions, because lots of people hate to spend money, but most people don't care about spending $1 or $2 at a time.
Right.
Yeah, and if you don't
Or
wanna
at least
buy
the
it, you're
younger
not gonna buy
generation
it.
will dump money into it.
But
Yeah.
don't make it pay to win.
Well, yeah, that's always the trick. Is
Like you can give us somewhat of an advantage, but don't make it
Right.
an extreme advantage to where like, oh,
Right.
well, you paid $50, so you have this weapon that does amazing damage and kills you no matter
Right.
what. There's nothing you can do about
Looking
it.
at
You have
you,
ultra
EA.
shields.
right.
I mean, I have words for EA. Freaking Battlefield, stupid game.
It wasn't just Battlefield, Battlefront.
No, I
Literally
wasn't.
every game that EA has
Battlefront,
come
I
out
was
with
cool with.
microtransactions, they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna make this pay to win, but we're not gonna tell you yet." And then they have to release it for free. They have to release
Yeah.
it all for free at the end because they're so dumb
Yeah.
about it.
They did do that. That's not why I'm pissed off about EA. It's just the games themselves. Like
No,
I
that's a whole
loved
nother
Battlefront
issue.
and Battlefront 2, great games, but just the fact that Battlefield is not Battlefield anymore. Like they took the time to integrate the characters from 4 into this game in a huge cutscene in the beginning, and it's freaking Mag from the PlayStation 2. That's all it is. It's Mag. Do you remember that game, Swa?
Googling mad.
Mag,
I
M-A-G.
have to see a picture. Yeah. I'd have to see a
PlayStation
picture.
2 or PlayStation 3. Sorry,
Yeah.
PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3, massive multiplayer online game, and it was Battlefield. And it's the exact same
Interesting.
game that Battlefield is now. There's no cool
oh yeah,
things that make it
I
unique.
remember
There's
seeing-
no
I never played
peek
it,
and
but I
lean.
remember it.
It's Battlefield. It's
Yeah.
huge scale battles. And that game at the time was amazing. It was fun because at that time we only had the beginnings
At
of
that time,
Battlefield.
13 years ago.
Right. And we only had so what Battlefield is out then?
It was only 13 years ago. You're right. It feels like a lifetime ago. But that was only 13 years ago.
I was 22.
We have moved fast, you guys. Wow. 13
What-
years ago.
What was the Battlefield game out? Or yeah, Battlefield game out.
13
then.
years ago, I was in my 30s still. So
So different.
Can Can you look that up for me, Devin?
What was the Battlefield
What?
game?
Yeah, what Battlefield game was the same time as Mag?
Oh.
Wikipedia, here we come, right?
Had to have been Bad Company 2.
Was it?
Either 1 or 2. Either Bad Company 1 or Bad Company 2.
In 2010?
I think so. I feel like it was Bad Company.
I mean, it could have been Bad Company. Yeah,
I didn't play those kinds of games. It was too violent. Actually, I don't remember what I was. 13 years ago, what was I up to? 13 years ago.
See, those were the best
and
ones.
What, a year later, Battlefield 3 came out.
Freaking amazing.
I didn't play Battlefield games.
What?
Actually, I did play Hardline because that was not really that was like a cop game.
You know what got me into Battlefield actually? Like I loved Bad Company was my I love the story of Bad Company 1 and 2. Amazing games. Like I wish that they would have kept that going. It was awesome. I went to pre-order MW 3 because it came out almost the exact same time as Battlefield, and I accidentally pre-ordered Battlefield. And so I went for the midnight release and like, well, I guess I'm playing this. And I took it home and I played it for hours and it was amazing. And I was hooked.
It's funny.
I still love MW3. Like that was a staple in the story and everything. Cause finishing the story off. But that was such a good introduction to Battlefield. I met some cool guys too during that one. Like pretty cool guys. When dude who lived in Ireland and I remember playing online and
Was it Mr. Gibbons?
No. I want to.
Have you seen that guy? He plays he plays all kinds of stuff, but like Tarkov and all that stuff. But he's an Irish game streamer guy. But he's really funny.
I don't think I've seen him.
He always asks everyone the same question. Like when he randomly teams up with someone, he goes, "All right, I've got a question for you. Is Ireland part of the UK?" And if they say yes, he shoots them.
Nice. That's awesome.
as one should, but yeah,
of course,
as one should.
As one should. But we were in this battle, and then he goes, "Huh? A tank just drove by." I went, "Oh, but by the window." He's like, "Oh no, outside my house. Yeah, a tank just drove by." I'm like, "All right, well, what part of Ireland are you from, bro?" You're like, "Oh, wow, IRA is pretty heavy over here.
Something going down.
This is normal occurrence."
Yeah. Well, we do have that. What day is that? I can't remember what the day is, but there's a couple times where they'll do like the parades and stuff, and yeah, depending on where you're at, in France, if you're in one of the larger towns, they'll be having a parade of like military vehicles going by, and it'll be straight up tanks rolling. So you'll be sitting at a cafe, you're sipping your coffee, and then stinking like Abrams goes rolling through, and you're like, oh, okay.
As long as it doesn't stop
a bunch of troop transport and
look at you,
Yeah. But they have to plot the routes of the tanks so that they drive on the roads that are paved over the top of the old Roman roads, because those roads are the ones that are strong enough to hold the weight of the tank.
Interesting.
Wow. That seems like a tactical disadvantage.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you were fighting, I don't think you really care if the road survives, but,
No, but I mean, like, for the weight of, this is going to be the best way to go, because it's going to hold the weight, but if you go on this one, you're going to, and then it's harder.
Right.
Although those tanks can haul.
Yeah, they would just keep going.
They just, look like the GTO from Fast and Furious, just...
Yeah. Oh, so I have a phone call with my dad once a week, and my dad's in the process of writing. So he has a notebook, and like on the margin he writes the year, and he started from the year he was born, and it goes all the way up until today, and then in the notebook he writes like what interesting things happened during that year in connection with his life. And he's told me growing up, he was always telling me all kinds of crazy stories of stuff that happened or that he went through or that he experienced, whatever, when he was in the military. Mm-hmm. And so we're going back through. I'm like, oh, did you write this down? He's like, oh no, I forgot about that. Yeah, let me put that in there. But we started trying to hunt down like where places are, because some of the places still exist and some don't, because it's it's from a long time ago. But a couple phone calls ago, we were going through and we actually found like photos of it's a personnel transport, but it's also a tank.
Okay.
Like it's one
Cross
of the
between
tanks.
the two?
Like an
Yeah,
APC?
like it's yeah,
Yeah.
but it like from a distance, it's a tank.
Yeah.
Like big gun on top,
Mhm.
big guns on the side
Mhm.
of that,
Mhm.
but it also holds like 7 people.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it's an APC, but like stepped up a notch.
To next level.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the
But
American
he was
version.
he was showing me like the photos of it, and it was semi-amphibious.
Ooh.
So they could snap a snorkel on the top, and then they could put like a. Now there goes my camera again. It could be like a big oil drum sort of looking shape thing that would like fit to the opening on the top, and they could submerge the whole thing except for one person who would be sitting on the top of this thing, like on the oil drum, just like scoping everything out. So they'd be driving through lakes,
Oh wow.
and the one guy up top is guiding me. He's like, "All right, keep going straight. All right, turn left, however many degrees," because everyone else is underwater,
Right. Not seeing
inside the thing, and can't see anything. So, but from outside, it's crazy because if you were on the shore, you would see this dude, because they would be riding where there was like that much space between the top of the barrel and the water. So this guy looks like his elbows are just sitting on the water, and he's just across the
Oh my gosh.
Is that Jesus?
yeah.
No, he's not walking on
Somebody
it.
has a
on the top of
religious
the barrel.
epiphany.
No, he's not
But yeah,
standing. No, it can't be.
he's not standing. Yeah, but oh yeah,
Ah, it's
but
Peter.
it was
Jesus on a tank?
Yeah, Jesus on a
Jesus
tank.
on a tank.
Wait a minute.
No, that's just
Yeah.
Jesus.
But we actually found like photos of the old tanky things, and man,
That's
they were armored
cool.
like crazy. Yeah, but it's cool. Like we're finding all this old photos of stuff, and he's like, "Oh yeah, no, it'd be that model," and so I'll have like the screen up with all the pictures. And he's like, "That model, but it had that attachment on it. Those are the markings on the side, and that one might be the model we had right there." And so we're like trying to find all the different stuff, but it's crazy.
That's
Like
cool.
but it's
That's
old
really
tech,
cool.
but it's cool stuff. Like it was neat.
So when I was in Canada, before I went to Canada, we stayed in La Conner, so it's like just before the border, and there was an old artillery there, like in the spot where we stayed, and I was like, "Oh, there's no way this thing working," so I went and checked it out. Mostly functional. Like if we had a shell, I probably could have fired it. Like it, I was like, "No
Why
way
don't you
this thing
carry
would
your
work."
shell around with you?
I mean, it weighs about 80 pounds, so
Yeah, that makes sense.
Could be a
it's
little
a
rough,
bit hard, and
It's illogical. I understand.
I already carry around at least 15 with me, and any extra, I gotta weigh the.
Right.
I'll let you choose where that 15
Gotta weigh
is
the
at.
pros and cons. Gotta weigh the pros and cons.
This thing was, I was like, oh
Look at
man, there's
that.
no way this thing's gonna work. So I grabbed it because there's 2 spots you can sit on it, and I realize now how fast and how efficient those guys were, because the guy on the left was the angle of the barrel and the firing, and you could just go like that, and it was instantly just there's no friction.
Right.
And then I went to the other side, which is you're spinning, and give it a couple twists, and it just
Other things
so smooth. So if you had 2 guys on there, you could just easily. And then the guy on the right had the lock, so it would throw the bolt back and drop the old shell out, and it was cool.
Have you ever seen the videos of those guys, like inside them, where they're loading the thing to fire it, and like the one dude will pull the lever down and the door opens, and you see the first shell like fall out, and some dude like is below and he catches it, but as it's falling out, the other guy's shoving the shell in at the same time, and the guy slams it. Like there's fractions of an inch between the shell falling out and the new one going in, and the shells are like the size of your head. Like Don't
and
drop
there's
that,
always
dude.
spots where you
Don't
don't
drop
stand either, because I've seen that
Right,
where
right,
they
right.
eject it and the guy grabs it and he pitches it and thwam right in the face. Just, all right, Sarge.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Got a problem? Yeah.
All right.
Holy cow.
Well, it looks like we're about time, I think, on
Right on.
this week's fun episode.
Fun and random for your
Yeah,
Calvin
it's
free
good.
episode this week.
Not Cal. It was Scallywag, Mick, Pedialyte Lopez, and the Frenchman.
There you go. There you go.
What a
See,
wild
this is your
bunch.
special episodes. You have Calvin free episodes, Devin free episodes, producer Swa free episodes. So yeah,
I don't know. I feel more free.
It's
in
a
this
diet
one, though.
episode, if you will.
Like, do you feel more free, Devin?
I did not feel bogged down at all this episode. It really felt nice not getting hung up
we
on
didn't
weird
argue.
little things.
Like it just
You don't
was like
feel
good
attacked?
flow.
I wish I did not have a migraine.
Not
right
personally,
now, because
at
I feel like
least.
we could have had a really
Oh,
nice
man.
conversation. Like,
And see, I need to work out what to have because it's early morning for me, so I can't be getting hammered and stuff. But you know,
Yeah,
maybe a Bloody
mimosa.
Mary in the morning. I could do a
Ooh,
Bloody Mary.
yeah.
A mimosa. I could do a mimosa. Yeah, yeah.
Or a
yeah.
bromosa.
Maybe for the live show. What's a
you have
bromosa?
for the live show. It's a bromosa.
What's a bromosa?
what is a bromosa?
You gotta look it up. Look it
A
up.
bromosa.
Is that everybody's homework?
Before the episode
Everybody's homework.
closes, let's
Look bromosa. I mean, it's mostly like beer and orange juice, but also that's a different drink.
That's a beer mosa.
Yeah, but like a bromosa, we have to come. It has to be better than that.
Okay, it's
'Cause-
icy. Is it vodka, beer, and OJ?
I think so. There it is.
What?
So you're
it's
basically
a
just filling up
screwdriver
a
plus beer?
screwdriver. Yeah, you put a beer in a screwdriver. Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
That's hefty.
I
That's
think-
a
I
hefty
think-
one.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
morning drink, man.
Well, I mean, if you think about, like, so one of my
this
favorite
is a good morning
margaritas
drink.
is a Corona Rita. Oh yeah,
Good
I
one.
mean,
Mhm.
a Corona Rita
That's
is really
pretty
good
delicious.
because
Yeah.
the Corona doesn't alter the flavor too much. It works well alongside the tequila. It
Yep.
provides a nice little carbonation to the margarita. Like it's a good mix.
I
I
agree.
really like a Corona Rita. I'm
Yeah.
a big fan. So yeah,
Well, then
but
have one
maybe
of those,
maybe we'll do
for
up
the live
I'll do
show
up a
then.
nice spicy Bloody Mary or a Bromosa or something like that. Yeah,
Oof.
that'd be nice. That'd be nice.
That'll be great. Well, until that time
for the live
comes, which is
show.
on May 13th at 5:00 on the website. It's going to
Be
be
there.
live, everybody,
Or
on the
be
website
square.
and on YouTube. It'll be streamed there and all that stuff. We'll make sure to let everybody know. We have, when this episode is airing, you've already heard it, but Friday and Saturday, there's tacos on Friday, Cinco de Mayo, at Wildman in Raymond. And then right after that on Saturday, Mario Kart with me and the D-Man here. We're gonna be there, and it's gonna be fun. And we're gonna tie into the dude that's lazy out in Hawaii on the beaches. See if we can beat him while he's relaxing. We better beat him while he's relaxing on the beach.
If he's
drinking.
not swerving
not that
drunk
good. It'll
be
around the
depressing
course,
that we don't.
then,
like,
yeah.
like it has to happen. But we'll come down, beat Devin and me and Calvin and whoever else is
It
there.
was not hard to beat me.
No, I do it all the time. It's fine. Believe me.
Nice.
He prefers whips, not chains. Whips though. Not scourges though, but just whips.
No,
Yeah, no blood, no
Just a
blood.
little sting.
We want to give a really, really big shout out to Dusty Cubby for giving us the use of their song Croissant off the album Fair Enough. Devin, would you like to finish it off? Or no? Are you too
What?
is your head hurting too much?
No, I'm good. What do you want me to talk about? You want me to talk about Dubby? You get some caffeine inside your body? Go to w.gg. They got a really nice orangesicle flavor. I don't remember what it's called right now, but it's orangesicle flavor, and it's very, very tasty looking.
And
I
you
have
get
a
that grenade,
tub of
Galaxy Grenade watermelon.
Galaxy Grenade. Enter code BPM at checkout for 10% off your order. Wage war on big energy, everybody. Gang, gang. That's what I like to say after that. Also, we don't talk about that much, but I say it every time.
Gotta say
And
like
we
that
just
too.
kinda
Just gang,
cut it out
gang.
also. It's been cut out every single time. I don't know why.
Every single time.
So hopefully it doesn't get cut out this episode.
Every single. I may leave it in. We'll see what
We'll
see
see.
what happens.
I guess.
Is that all we have left to thank? I mean, we always
I
thank
think
Spud
so.
because Spud's an amazing dude.
We do love Spud.
He's a loyal watcher.
I'll be honest. Spud just liked a post on my Instagram that was from like several years back. I was like, oh no, he's been looking through my Instagram. This is weird. I felt like I needed to like call him and be like, hey, just be normal about a lot of stuff on my Instagram, bro.
But beyond 2010, I mean, just forget about that stuff.
Yeah, right, exactly.
But that's it. Dusty Cubby, Wildman, thank you for letting us use your spot. Anything else, guys? Is that it? Are we good?
I'm Gucci.
Are we good?
I'm good.
Are we
So good.
tight?
I'm okay.
So good. We're just tight.
No, I'm not. I'm not.
No,
Not
I know
feeling that way.
You're a little loose.
No.
You're a little loose this evening.
Little loosey goosey.
I'm gonna go die.
All right, let's go let Devin die. Bye.
Okay, it's time to be like.
Just keep telling yourself it will be okay. It's still mostly raining outside. Maybe one day I will move back home to stay. At least that's what I say in my mind.
Beers Per Minute has been presented by Stupid Mythic Forest. New episodes come out on Wednesday at 8 a.m. Don't forget to rate and subscribe so you never miss a thing.